You know, I'm always thankful to come here every week and be able to speak and express myself with a group of people who share the same values and care so deeply about human rights, justice, and peace. Yeah, sometimes I tell myself I need to come here every week to stay sane in a world full of evil that is designed to separate us. And every generation has its purpose, and ours is to reveal the truth and reverse the brainwashing. Am I right? Every day I wake up, I tell myself I refuse to be intimidated by genocide supporters. I remind myself there is nothing to be scared about when you know you are on the right side of the team. So with all the killing and the blood spilling, the kidnapping and blindfolding, innocent Palestinian children are being tortured daily with shots straight to the head and chest, with real footage and images of Palestinians recording the actual bombing, raining over their heads and screaming Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah and Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, which is an Islamic oath and one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and part of the Adhan, which means I bear no witness that there is no God but God, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of God. Saying these words is a profound spiritual goal symbolizing a good ending and the ultimate affirmation of God's oneness. Pay attention the next time you watch these videos. You will notice these are the final words coming out from the Palestinians as I watch the genocide unfold before my very eyes. I pray every day for this evil to stop, and yet again another day goes by watching this brutal regime carry out the most heinous mistreatment, abuse, and humiliation that even a blind man has seen enough. These people are monsters, and you can't deny that. Monsters! When you have Ben-Gvir, the National Security Minister of Israel, who is, in my opinion, today's modern-day Hitler, alongside Netanyahu, and the rest of the fascist Israeli government. In case you haven't heard, this evil monster was taking legal steps to get clearance to set up crocodiles around prisons. Yeah, can you believe that? So that after all the suffering, abuse, torture, and killing, it is no surprise what they will do with the innocent Palestinians who are held in these prison camps, experiencing probably the most horrific and brutal mistreatment no human can comprehend. This is another method to ethnically cleanse Palestinians, and only sick, psychopath, medieval, barbaric monsters will think like this. Thankfully, this clearance has been rejected by the Israeli court, but get this, claiming that we're more concerned for the welfare of the crocodiles rather than the Palestinians, and they rejected the plan. Yet the reasons for rejecting shows how much of a disgrace these people are. These monsters have absolutely no remorse for Palestinians or anyone who doesn't stand with them. Sometimes I find myself contemplating deeply on how everything is unfolding. I feel sorry for the next generation of Israelis, and let me tell you why. It is the next generation of Israelis who are forced to swallow the shame and public humiliations that they will face to pretty much every place they go. You see, when you have people like Benjamin Netanyahu's son changing his name recently, this is a clear indication that he is so ashamed of the truth, regardless of how proud he thinks he is serving Zionism in Israel. Honestly, it's quite sad to see the systematic brainwashing that Zionism instilled into their children at such a young age. I truly believe that every child, including the ones born from Israel or wherever, is born with pure goodness and pure innocence. It's the sick brainwashing system created in Europe by Theodor Herzl in the 19th century, the founder of Zionism and the Zionism movement, that was carried out primarily by the Ashkenazi Jews who came to Palestine from the 19th century, especially during the First and Second World War. This was a time when the Ashkenazi Jews were desperately looking for a place to migrate while they were facing their Holocaust in the 19th century. It is the Palestinians who welcomed you with hospitality, care, and open arms. Rather than showing gratitude, appreciation, and kindness, you do the same Holocaust that happened to you, but to the Palestinians. Can you believe the irony? What in the world did the Palestinian Muslims, Jews, and Christians do to deserve this? For 4,000 years, Palestinians, Mizrahi, and Sephardic Jews living in Palestine alongside Palestinian Muslims and Christians with no problems or issues peacefully. The world needs to understand, being anti-Zionist does not mean being anti-Jewish. I personally have Jewish friends that grew up with me, and they are all fed up just as much as I am. We all see the truth, and enough is enough. For the sake of your own reputation, this needs to stop. I pray for these Israeli monsters to wake up one day and realize they have caused so much damage to their reputation and image. Now Israel is the most hated country in the world. Congratulations, you did this to yourself. Yeah. Really, I can only imagine the frustrations they truly feel deep inside when they are alone and look at themselves in the mirror while they think they are doing the right thing by killing and torturing innocent Palestinian children, men and women. I am 1,000% sure that their minds will start playing tricks on them. I am 1,000% sure that they will start questioning themselves daily. They will think that they can enjoy the ridiculous beachside Gaza resort and the real estate bullshit projects. I pray for the holy spirits of the dead Palestinians that were buried in the rubble, and the sounds of them screaming as they were tortured will haunt you for the rest of your life. I am 1,000% sure that their minds will start playing tricks. I'm 1,000% sure that they will start questioning themselves daily. I pray for the holy spirits of the dead Palestinians to scream and let them hear them and haunt them for the rest of their life. Just when you are thinking that you're doing the right thing, deep down inside you know, oh you know you are guilty and you can't deny that. And trust me, if you're unable to see it, there are 125 countries, which is approximately 3.2 billion people, labels your government and your leader a war criminal. And anyone who serves this disgusting government is a criminal too. And you will be reminded that everywhere you go, when you step foot out of Israel, these young IDF monsters are the ones who are going to pay the price the most. They will still have many years left as they watch this snowball effect, this bubble, this disgusting bubble called Zionism will eventually pop, and they will continue to live for the rest of their lives with shame, disgust, and humiliation in literally every place they go. Oh, karma is a bitch, and I pray that you get a taste of your own medicine one day. This is exactly what is happening right now. You are not welcomed anywhere, and we definitely have no place for modern day Nazis here, and especially anyone who served an apartheid state like Israel. Well done, you did this to yourself. It is moments like these, guys, that makes me really appreciate the fact that as a proud Palestinian Canadian, I'm able to express my freedom of speech, and I'm protected by the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom. These people do not scare me, nor should they scare you, because I was taught to have more faith, more courage, and hope, and I truly believe that life is a beautiful learning experience which is testing us in so many ways. And it is our responsibility not to lose hope, even to the frustrated young Israeli kid who will be facing PTSD for the rest of his life because he was forced to serve the IDF and follow the disgusting sick Zionist movement. The suicide rate in Israel has increased significantly, with over 50 to 55 soldiers have died since the war on October 7th, and it's the combat soldiers making 80% of these cases, and this says a lot. Telling me that bullshit. I am certain right now there's one Israeli monster is literally suffering with mental challenges, having conversations with himself and how guilty he feels about the actions he was unfortunately fed and forced to follow by his Zionist parents and the entire Israeli government system. These kids were born with a virus planted in them, and whatever they say they believe, and it's like monkey see, monkey do. Think about it. From a young age, they have been brought up and told that the Palestinians are bad and Arabs are bad and all that bullshit lies. The entire system feeds it. It's no surprise they turn out to be monsters and do barbaric things to Palestinians. It's no surprise that when bodies of dead Palestinians are being returned to families with organs missing, what in the world are they doing with the Palestinian organs, and how much money are they making from this business?
Shame! Shame!
Disgusting! Look, I'm gonna call these out, man. These people, yeah, listen up, guys. These people are literally everything. These people are taking literally everything from Palestinians. And it's so disgusting to see how manufacturers in Israel are considered the largest skin and organ donor, yet the numbers don't add up to where these organs are coming from. Because that definitely are not coming from Israelis, and it's way more than you can imagine. Shame on you. There are many companies here in Canada who are complicit with these types of businesses and must be called out and shamed that they support such things that operate as an exclusive importer and distributor to hundreds of pharmacies across Canada. And if you're not aware, you might be putting these products on your face not realizing where it has been manufactured. It's absolutely disgusting. Please make sure you're reading every details coming from these pharmaceutical products because you really don't know how it's being manufactured. As the world is evolving and becoming more technologically advanced, you may have all the money in the world and all the weapons and get all the donations from the elites who are all part of this sick Zionist system. In the end of the day, you can walk all macho man, Randy Savage all you want in Israel, thinking you're doing the right thing. And the moment you want to step foot in any one of those countries for tourism and backpacking, you will think that you are out there to meditate and detox from the killing that you were told to do, but the smell of your fear will be radiating all over you as you witness the truth of how the people respond to such disgusting, barbaric behavior. You should be ashamed of yourself. You and your disgusting government did this to yourself. You have been fully exposed, and you can't deny that you are a baby killer genocide monster. This is Israel's new reputation, and it will continue to grow for as long as you try to eliminate Palestinians. That's what you are, a disgusting genocide baby killer. I would like to end, guys. Thank you guys for listening to me. I would like to end by saying, as a strong believer in God, and in God I trust, I am so thankful to be standing on the right side of the team alongside the millions of people who are standing against not only Zionism but fighting for justice and peace. I truly believe the whole world turned Palestinian, and when we say Free Palestine, it has become a global standpoint, a global recognition, a recognition for liberty, justice and peace. Alhamdulillah. I am in the right side of the team. I am proud of everyone here today. You are the real soldiers. You are the real warriors. Thank you, and Free Palestine.